Hi everyone and welcome back to Total Coins, and before I get started with anything else I just wanted to wish you all an absolutely happy new year. Hope you all had a great night last night and you didn't drink too much. But in today's video we are going to be looking back at all the coins and all the coins that were released in 2019. So what we're going to do is first we're going to start in January. So we start the year off with the 2019 coin set. So we have the annual coin set here. Obviously you've got this one, and then you've also got, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. There you go, the definitive collection as well. So these are the two sets that get released every year. Let me just adjust my lighting. So you've got the definitive set, which just includes basically the definitive coins really. So you'll have a £2 Britannia, the £1 50p shield, 20p shield, 10p shield, 5p shield, and then the £1 and the £2 shield as well. But in addition to that, you've also got the annual coin set. So this will also include the extra coins that have been sort of designed and announced at the beginning part of the year. So we start off with the definitive set on the front, and you'll see on the back there it's got the shield layout. You've got the Britannia and the £1. Then you get into the additional coins. So you can see here we've got Wedgwood and D-Day landings, but the first coin on the first page is the Victoria £5 coin, which is very, very nice. I am actually tempted to sort of go back and try and get hold of it. You've then got the D-Day landings, the Wedgwood, Samuel Pepys diary, and the Sherlock Holmes. So obviously the Sherlock Holmes was then later released into circulation, which has been absolutely brilliant. Obviously we don't know what the mintage figures are yet, but hopefully it won't be too far into 2020 when we'll find out. So this pack was released on the 8th of January, and you could get it on both the website and in the Royal Mint shop. Then the next thing to be released in January, which was released on the 14th of January, was the first 50 years of the 50p set. So this one was quite unique because they only released the proof set and it literally sold out like that. It was, I think, about an hour and it had completely sold out. I actually had to buy this on the second-hand market at a massively inflated price, but it was also another set that I had to have. The brilliantly uncirculated set of these wasn't actually released until the 25th of March, so it's nearly over 2 months later. But let's have a look. I think we all know what was in the set, but let's go through and remind ourselves if it will come out. There we go. So the first coin we've got there is the Britannia New Pence 50p. We've got Roger Bannister, Girl Guiding, Scouts, and you can see what I'm doing here, I'm leaving the best till last. We have the Kew Gardens, and obviously all of these coins are 2019 dated, and they're all proof coins. So these are base metal proofs, they're not silver or anything like that. But as I say, this set was released on the 14th of Jan to absolute massive fanfare. So the other big release of January was on the 20th of January, and that was the first Strike Your Own for the year. So this was the New Pence Britannia 50p, and as you can see, it's got, I think this was actually the first strike your own, I believe. I think I'll have to double check, but I think this was the first strike your own to actually have customized packaging. Before this, it was just the standard sort of raw mint strike your own packaging, and this was the first and only coin to actually come with the AR effect. But you'll see there, and obviously this Britannia 50p has a lot more significance that we'll find out later on in the year. And obviously, once again, it is the 2019. So that wraps up January. So what we'll do is we will move on now to February to see some absolutely stunning coins that come out. So it's now February, and on February the 19th we had our first new 50p release, and that was the Gruffalo coin. So an absolutely stunning coin, was snapped up in an instant. I managed to obviously got this on day of release, and I had to buy, at the time I wasn't buying silver proofs, so I later on had to buy that on the second-hand market. Didn't pay too much more than sort of the retail value, so I was really happy with that. But yeah, another stunning coin that was released to commemorate 20 years of the Gruffalo. And then on the 22nd of February, we had the new coin in the Queen's Beast set, and it was the Yale of Beaufort. So it's a 2019 dated coin. And this one was number 6 out of 10. So, very, very nice coin. And then on the 26th of February, we then got the one set that everyone has been going absolutely mental for, and that was the 2019 A to Z coins. So this was the set that I bought at the time, and this is the early strike set. So it's got every single one of the coins, and I will admit they are absolutely stunning. I would probably say, the thing is, there are so many of these that I like. I'm gonna go for the easy option. Obviously, B for Bond is a massive favourite of mine. I actually bought the brilliantly uncirculated one in 2018 when very first time I ever visited the Royal Mint. But I will admit, I do like Globe, English Breakfast. Got a bit of a soft spot for K for personal reasons. Obviously, got to say S, because obviously my name starts with S. And then T, because obviously being British, we all drink tea. That's what everyone in the world thinks. I don't actually ever drink tea or coffee. But as well, we've got T for Total Coins. So that set was released in February, and I am really looking forward to the 2020 set. Obviously, as soon as the early strikes are released, I will be picking them up. So that wraps up February. We now move into March, which once again had some absolutely amazing coins come out, and I can't wait to go through them. One of the coins is very, very high up my favourite list. So let's have a look at what they were. Okay, so in March we hit the ground running on the 4th of March with a brand new £5 coin that was released, and that was the Tower of London Crown Jewels coin. So an absolutely stunning coin. So as part of the Tower of London collection. This is actually the second coin in the set. The first coin that was released was the Legend of the Ravens, and that was released in December 2018. But what did sort of make me laugh with this whole set was how the mint wasn't actually commemorated on them. So for those of you that don't know, when the Royal Mint first started, it actually started within the walls of the Tower of London. So when it originally started, sort of one of the inside walls was actually called Mint Street, and that is where they minted all the coins. And then obviously once they outgrew the Tower of London, they moved across the road to Tower Hill, where they stayed there until decimalisation come in, and the Royal Mint as it is now in Llantriston was established as the decimal branch originally. So you had Tower Hill in London and Llantriston running sort of at the same time, and then once the older coins were sort of phased out, the mint in Tower Hill was then shut down, and everything switched over to the Royal Mint as we know it now. So yeah, I was quite surprised actually that they didn't commemorate the mint being there on any of the £5 coins. Obviously we do have another 2 coins coming out in the series later on in the year, but yeah, very surprised that they didn't do that. So the next coin that was released was on the 12th of March, and that was the Stephen Hawking's 50p. So it is an absolutely stunning design, and it's only the second time ever that someone has been commemorated on a coin within a year of their death. But I will admit, I am a massive fan of Stephen Hawking's, not only the work that he's done, but also his involvement in sort of pop culture. So you think of sort of someone in sort of that works within science, they very rarely get as involved in pop culture as Stephen Hawking's was. So obviously he featured on TV programs such as Star Trek and The Simpsons. He also, and it's one of my favourite things that I've ever seen him do, took part in the Monty Python show that they'd done a couple of years ago. He actually done sort of a sketch that he was involved in, and it was absolutely hilarious. He was definitely someone, he took his work seriously but didn't take life too seriously. And yeah, out of all the coins that have come out in 2019, this was the one that I really wish they brought into circulation. Even though I'm a massive fan of the Sherlock Holmes 50p and I love the design, I would have actually rather them brought this into circulation than the Sherlock Holmes, just because it is such a stunning coin. I do actually have this one in silver proof as well. I did have to buy that on the second-hand market because when this was released, I was actively avoiding getting silver proofs. So the next coin that's released in March was released on the 19th of March, and it was the 2019 Peter Rabbit. So this coin was the part of, well, basically the 4th year of the Beatrix Potters, and it was the first coin, the first year that only one coin was released in the series. It was also the first year that the Beatrix Potter coin didn't go into circulation. So the only way to get this was in brilliantly uncirculated and gold and silver proofs. But this was another one that I picked up. I picked the brilliantly uncirculated up on day of release, and got the silver proof later on in the year. And then just to top off the month, on the 22nd of March we had our first, I think, yes, our first brilliantly uncirculated £2 of the year, and that was Wedgwood. So it was a £2 coin to commemorate 250 years of Wedgwood. Did I get that right? Yeah, I think it's 250 years of Wedgwood. So it is an absolutely stunning coin. It's obviously, this as well is the first coin from the annual coin set to be released in brilliantly uncirculated. So really, really nice coin. And then obviously you've got the bump on the back and the details of the coin there. So that's going to wrap up March. Next we've got April, which saw a brand new Strike Your Own and two absolutely stunning coins to be released. So stay tuned and we'll see what was released, see what they were. So we now move on to April, probably the best month of the year, just because it's my birthday, so I'm a bit biased. But we absolutely, straight off out the gate, we've got our first release on the 1st of April, and that was the new Strike Your Own. So we switch over to the Britannia £2, and the Royal Mint have reverted back to the original packaging for the coin. And obviously we've got all the details there on the £2, but it is obviously the Britannia, and as well as that it is the 2019 issued Britannia, which wasn't put into circulation. So the only way you were going to get hold of it was obviously through one of the annual sets, either definitive or coin set, or the Strike Your Own. So was a very, very nice one. Obviously I'm lucky enough that I've got both of the annual coin sets, the definitive and the annual set. I've got the Strike Your Own, and then what I've actually done is I've bought an additional definitive set to put into my date runs. So I've managed to get 4 of the 2019 Britannias, just in sort of various sort of forms of display. And then the next coin that was released in April was the second coin from the annual coin set, and that was Samuel Pepys' diary. So a really, really nice design. And obviously once again this one was released in brilliantly uncirculated, gold and silver proof. I'm lucky enough to have both the brilliantly uncirculated and the silver proof in this one. So the next coin that was released, actually the Samuel Pepys was released on the 4th of April as well. The next coin that was released was on the 11th of April, and that was the £5 Queen Victoria. And I don't have it. It's the only coin from 2019 I don't actually have. I have decided I am going to go back and get it. I'm going to get it in obviously brilliant uncirculated and silver proof, just to sort of complete the sets. But it was released in 2011. It was obviously the £5 coin that was featured in the annual coin set. And other than that, I can't really give you too much more information about it. But with that said, that's going to wrap up April, and we now move on to May, which was a very, very eventful month. So the first coin to be released in May was released on the 7th of May, and it was another one to come out of the annual coin set, and it was the D-Day £2 coin. So, really, really spectacular design. And this is actually the, I really like the casing that they've put on this. Or not the casing, the packaging that was done. Made it look like a file. And obviously it is to commemorate the 1944 Allied Forces landing on the beaches of Normandy. So, another amazing coin, one that I've got in both brilliantly uncirculated and silver proof. So, yeah, really, really nice coin. And then we move on to one of my favourite 50p's that went into circulation. And I think you already know what it is. So, on the 13th of May, we had the Sherlock Holmes 50p. So, an absolutely amazing design, obviously depicting sort of all of Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes stories. And this coin has a lot to answer for. So, as well as this was obviously buying the brilliant uncirculated, this was also the first time that I'd bought a silver proof on day of release, which then kicked off my silver proof bug. So I have a lot to blame this coin for, but obviously I am hoping that it is sort of going to be sort of quite low mintage. Not seeing as many now as we were when they were first released into circulation, so hopefully they might prove to be sort of a bit lower mintage than we were first thinking, but until next year we're not going to find out. And then, so the 20th of May was a landmark day as well. There wasn't a coin release, but there was something new being released, and that was my channel. So my channel went live, my first video, which was my channel intro, went live on the 20th of May, and I've been doing it ever since then without stopping. I think back then I'd pretty much been doing sort of 6 videos a week right from day one. I started off with my intro video going up on the 20th, and then on the 21st was my very first 50p hunt, which I still remember even now. The first commemorative that I ever found in the 50p hunt then was actually a People's Act. So that was a very, very good day, and obviously the channel was just sort of built and grown from there. But I will cover some of the key sort of events as we go through the year review. And then on the 21st of May we did get another coin release, and that was the second coin in the Captain Cook series of £2 coins. So you'll see there that the packaging actually has sort of 3 slots. So we had a coin release in 2018, we had the 2019, and then there is a 2020 coin scheduled for 2020. And what will eventually happen as well is once the whole set has been released, you will actually be able to fill these slots with the coins if you choose. I'll be keeping them in the packaging. And it'll actually make up a picture of the ship, a bit like what they've done with the Tower of London set, whereas if you lay all the coins next to each other they actually make up the footprint of the Tower of London. But this one is the 250th anniversary of Captain Cook's voyage of discovery. So yeah, an absolutely stunning design. Once again, I've managed to be able to get this one and the 2018 coin in silver proof. I mean, the 2018 coin I had to get off the second-hand market, and this one I was able to buy from the Raw Mint. So that is going to wrap up our review of May. Next we go on to June, where we have a new set a new Strike Your Own, and another very interesting £5 coin. So let's have a look and see what they were. So we start off June with a bit of a bang, and on the 6th of June we have the second set of the 50 years of the 50p. So this was the British military set, and this one differed from the first one, whereas the brilliantly uncirculated, the proof, silver proof and the gold proof sets were all released at the same time on the same day. And I was lucky enough to be able to snap up the proof set from the Raw Mint on day of release. So in the set we have a Battle of Britain, a Victoria Cross the Medals, a Battle of Hastings, Victoria Cross Heroic Acts, and as well the 1990, I'm going to say 1994, I can't remember the date off the top of my head. What am I thinking? D-Day 50p's, but obviously this is different because this was originally a large size 50p, but it has been resized to the standard 50p size for today. And obviously all of these coins are 2019s again. So with these ones I'm lucky enough, like with the first 50 years of the 50p set, I have these in both bunk and proof set. So yeah, really chuffed with that. And obviously stay tuned to the channel, because when I do hit 1,000 subscribers there will be a mammoth giveaway that could potentially involve something with the 50 years of the 50p set. But with that said, let's move on to our next date, and that was the 13th of June, and it was the third coin in the Tower of London set, and this time it was the Yeoman Warders. So another stunning coin, and obviously you'll see there, as I mentioned sort of in the last video when I was talking about what coin was I talking about? The Captain Cook one, where I said about the £5 Tower of London coins. If you laid them all next to each other, you'd actually have the outline of the Tower of London. So as I say, this one celebrates the Yeoman Warders, and these are essentially the guards of the Tower of London. So another nice coin. This was the third coin out of four. So we will see soon enough what the last coin was. And then on the 28th of June we then got a brand new Strike Your Own, and that Strike Your Own was changed to Sherlock Holmes. So as I said in last month's in the section of the video that covered May, it is one of my favourite coins, and was absolutely over the moon to get it in a Strike Your Own. And I was lucky enough, I actually went to the mint and did the Strike Your Own for this coin as well. So yes, absolutely brilliant Strike Your Own. And then the last big sort of thing for the month of May was on the the month of June. On the 30th of June, the Total Coins channel actually reached its first big milestone, and that was 100 subscribers. So it was a little over a month, and I managed to go from sort of 0 to 100 subscribers. So absolutely overwhelmed. sort of the way that the channel has gone, sort of both from when I started to then and from then until now, have literally always taken my breath away. And I just want to take this opportunity actually to say a big thank you to sort of everyone that watches my videos, everyone that comments. I remember when I was recording the video for my intro video, it took me 7 attempts to do the normal intro for the video. Hi, welcome to Total Coins, that part, because I was so nervous about doing this. First time I'd ever done anything like this, and I was so nervous. It took me about 7 times to actually record that to a point that I was happy-ish. But since launching a channel, sort of everyone that watches my videos, all of the other coin tubers, the whole community has just been so positive, so welcoming. It has absolutely floored me, and I just want to say a big thank you to all of you. Sort of you guys make this channel sort of much more than I do. I'm just some random bloke that sits here sort of spouting nonsense into a microphone, normally incoherent nonsense as well, but it's all of you that come back and watch my videos and sort of give me all the support I need. And yeah, just wanted to say a big thank you to you all. So with that bit of sappiness out the way, that's going to wrap up June, and we now move on to July, which was a bit of a quiet one. We only had one coin release, which was a £5 coin, and we will cover that in the next section. So let's have a look at July. So we are now over the halfway point of the year, and we have reached July, and the only release throughout July was on the 19th of July, and it was the Pride of England £5 coin. So the design of the coin was taken from the Queen's Beast set, but the actual coin itself was to commemorate England's sort of success in the cricket. I can't give you too much more information than that because I don't follow cricket, never have and probably never will, but it is a 2019 Lion of England coin, and then you've got the information there and the information on the coin there. So yeah, really nice coin. I actually ended up going back and buying the 2018 version of this as well when this one was announced. This one was actually a very unique coin as well, as it was only available on the Royal Mint website for 2 weeks, up the last 2 weeks in July, and it was done on a pre-order basis. So the coins were dispatched in August. I think actually I got mine, might have been towards the beginning of September. It was really late on, but it was and is an absolutely stunning coin. So that wraps up July, and next month we have a very popular character coming back to coins. We've also got the end of a series, and also I get out and about. So let's have a look and see what happened in August. So we are now in August, and we start the month off with me being let out of my cage basically. On the 4th of August I done my first Royal Mint visit as Total Coins, so was able to sort of video at the Royal Mint, and yeah, obviously this was my second visit to the Royal Mint, and it was as enjoyable as the first. I will admit the tour guide that we had, I can't remember her name, but I know we've been on a tour with her since, and she was absolutely outstanding. I'll find out the name and I'll put it just down here. One of the best tour guides that I've ever had at the Royal Mint, and as I say, we've had her, it's either once or I think I've had her another one time, but some of the other coin tubers have actually had her again. So I've done tours with her twice and she was absolutely brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed the day. Unfortunately, it was I think it was the weekend before all the other coin tubers went down, so I didn't get to go down and meet with them that month, but that was all to come. And then on the 6th of August, so a couple of days after my trip to the Royal Mint, we then get the final coin in the Tower of London set, and this was the Ceremony of the Keys. So this is a ceremony that takes place every evening to lock up the tower. And yeah, other than that, I can't really recount anything else for it. I did do a review of this coin. What I'll do is I will stick the link up in the top corner, so check that out. And what I will do is I will, as many of the videos I can, I will, if I've done a coin review on it, I will link it up in the top corner. If not, they'll be in the description down below. I know YouTube can sometimes restrict on how many links I put out throughout the video. So yeah, we had the final coin in the Tower of London set released on the 6th of August. And then the 13th of August, it was the date that everyone was scrambling for. And it was the release of Paddington at the Tower. So, absolutely stunning coin. Is going to be the rarest Paddington of 2019. We will wait and see. As I say, I was firmly Team Peter last year. And as I've explained to Christopher Collects and some of the other coin tubers, it's actually Beatrix Potter's Peter Rabbit. So that puts Peter Rabbit before just Flopsy Bunny. But yeah, so we had Paddington, which was the first of the 2018 Paddingtons. And what the Royal Mint done was they staggered the release, so you had one coin one month and one the next. I was actually able to get this one in both brilliantly uncirculated and silver proof. So that wraps up August. So what we'll do is we'll move on to September now, which was a very, very busy month. So let's have a look and see what happens. Okay, so we are now on to September, and I am just going to crack straight on with this one because it was a very, very busy month. So the 2nd of September, we get our first coin of the month, which was the Year of the Rat. And this was actually the first coin in the Zodiac coins that have been released by the Royal Mint to actually be released in brilliantly uncirculated. Up until this, all of the coins were only released in sort of silver and gold proof. So I took this opportunity to start collecting them. So we are obviously going into 2020, and this was the first coin that was released with the 2020 date on it. So it was definitely one that I had to pick up. And then we'll move straight on, and on the 9th of September we get the £5 Remembrance Day coin. So 100 years of remembrance, and the first brilliantly uncirculated coin that features colour, well, from the Royal Mint anyway. So we've got information now. And and then the information on the coin just there. It is obviously a £5 coin, and it is an absolutely amazing design. I really like that one, and I will admit, as soon as I saw it, it was one of the ones that I felt obligated to pick it up. But it makes it even better, the fact that the coin is so stunning as well. And then we move on to the 12th of September, which was the next Paddington. So it was Paddington at St Paul's. So once again, managed to get this one in brilliantly uncirculated and silver proof. And what was good was obviously both of the Paddingtons for 2019 have been put into circulation. There is quite a heated debate going on between all the coin tubers as to what we reckon the rarest will be. Personally, I have been after going probably 2 months since the coin was released. Took me about 2 months to find my first Paddington at Cathedral. But since finding the first one, that's all I've found. So I'm more leaning towards the Cathedral being the more higher minted, with the tower being sort of slightly lower. But yeah, another absolutely stunning Paddington coin. Unfortunately, neither of the 2019s have taken my top spot for best Paddington. That still goes to Paddington at the Station, but you cannot deny that the level of detail on these coins is something just next level. It is really nice. And then we move on to our 4th coin of the month, and it was the next coin in the Queen's Beast set. So it was on the 16th of September. We got the White Lion of Mortimer, and once again it was a 2020 dated coin. So very nice. So you've got the information on the coin there. Information about it, and then the actual information on the coin. So once again, it's another £5 coin, and it is number 7 in the series of 10. So we've got 3 more coins to get to complete the set. And then on the 20th of September, my channel then hit another milestone. So on the 20th of September, I put out my 100th video. So obviously I do 6 videos a week. I think I started off, for the first little while it was 5 videos, and then it quickly went up to sort of 6 videos a week. But yeah, absolutely floored about how quickly sort of things escalated, and obviously hit 100 videos on the 20th of September. Then on the 24th of September we got a double coin release. So the first one I'm going to do is the 50 years of the 50p anniversary Britannia. So it's the new pence 50p, but this one is slightly different to the one that was released in the album set and the original Strike Your Own for the year, whereas it's got a unique mint mark just down the bottom here, and also all of the points around the 50p on the outer edge have a different letter. So they start with A up the top, B, C, D, E, and F. So really stunning design. And there you go, there's the information, and there's the details of the coin. So yeah, absolutely stunning. And on the same day as that, we then also got the brand new Strike Your Own. So another Strike Your Own this year that had its own unique packaging. Once again, it's the new pence 50p, with the mint mark and the letters around the outside edge. It is a 2019. And there's the details of the coin. And then inside, we've got the details about it. So, an absolutely stunning coin. This was one that I actually got to do. I think I got this one in October, I believe. Yep, it was October. So I'll go into more details on that one in the next video. But yeah, another stunning strike your own. So with that said, that's going to be the end of September. So now we move on to October, where it was another busy month. So let's have a look and see what happened. So we are now into October, and on the 8th of October we had a new release at the Royal Mint, but it wasn't exactly a coin, it was Farthing the Bear. So Farthing is the Royal Mint's annual bear that gets released, and on the 8th of October they released the 2020 version. So you've got Farthing is obviously decked out in the Royal Mint colours. You've got Farthing on his right foot. Yep, right foot. And then on the left foot, obviously the Royal Mint 2020. So this is a set that the bear gets released sort of every year. I can't remember if the first one was released in 2019 or 2018. But it's something I probably will carry on sort of getting every year now. Just happened to sort of, there was an offer on at Royal Mint. And in order to qualify for it, I had to buy another item and ended up picking up a Farthing. So there was that. And then, so that was on the 8th of October. Then on the 12th of October was another visit to the Royal Mint. And in this visit, I got my 50 years of the 50p strike your own. But even better with that, that was the first visit that I ever done with any of the other coin tubers. So if I remember rightly, we had Christopher Collects, Absolute Coins, Bungle and Lady M, Caledonian Coins, Coin Cupboards, and am I missing anyone? No, I think that was it from that weekend. But it was an absolutely brilliant weekend, as all of the weekends are when we go out to the Royal Mint together. It was such a laugh, and that was the weekend that we actually filmed Absolute Coins Newsmatically Challenged. So what I'll do is I'll stick a link up to that video up in the top corner. If you haven't seen it, you have to check it out. It was so much fun to film. All of the coins, to be quite honest, once we filmed it, myself and all the other coin tubers would keep asking Absolute Coins, when's the video ready? When are you getting the video live? We were all so desperate to see it, even though we were all there filming it. But yeah, an absolutely amazing weekend, and obviously that is the weekend that I got my 50 years of the 50p strike your own. So that then leads me on quite nicely to the 14th of October, which was an absolutely bonkers day. So not only was it the official 50 years of the 50p, it was the date that we also finally, eventually, after all this time, got the 2018 mintage figures, which it was finally revealed that both Team Peter and Team Flopsy had won the day and were both the second rarest 50p in circulation. So that was an amazing to finally find out what the mintage figures were for 2018. Obviously we'd all been waiting since sort of March to find out what the mintage figures were, and it was just constant sort of, yeah, they're coming soon, no, they're late. So when they finally dropped on the 14th of October, we were all absolutely over the moon. So from there, that then leads us on to the 17th of October, which saw a brand new coin release, and this was the second Gruffalo coin. So this was Gruffalo and the mouse. So another absolutely stunning coin. So another one that I managed to get in both brilliantly uncirculated and silver proof. And it is obviously the second Gruffalo coin that was released in 2019. So another one celebrating 20 years of the Gruffalo. Obviously we're still to find out whether there'll be another Gruffalo coin next year. But hopefully there will be, and it will be something that sort of carries on. So then on the 20th of October, my channel hit the 250 subscribers, which was absolutely brilliant. Really overwhelmed with sort of how quickly the channel sort of built up. Obviously we started in May, well, we got June, July, August, September, so by October, so 5 months in, and I had hit and it was actually 5 months to the day as well. So what was it? Yeah, June, July, August, September, October, 5 months to the day of launching my channel, I hit the 250 subscriber milestone. Then we move on to the 29th of October. Another absolutely stunning coin release. And once again, another double day as well. So we get the Wallace and Gromit 50p. So it is an absolutely brilliant coin. I'll be honest, I prefer it in silver proof. I think it looks a lot better with the colour. But it is an absolutely brilliant coin. And obviously the Wallace and Gromit got the luxury of having sort of completely unique packaging. So you'll see on the back here, it actually shows you how to sort of build the packaging up properly. It's not something I've ever done. I sort of prefer just to leave them in the packaging as they come from the raw mint. And there you go, there are the coin specifications. So yeah, really like that one. And as well as that coin being released in obviously brilliantly uncirculated silver proof and gold proof, we also got the Strike Your Own on the same day. So same sort of brilliantly uncirculated condition, but this one was completely unique in that it had a completely custom designed, I'd say, packaging. So up to this point, all of the packaging had been released sort of very square, always sort of displayed in that position. This one was designed to be displayed vertically and actually sort of stand up like that. So yeah, another absolutely brilliant Strike Your Own, and obviously the second Strike Your Own in the what we would call sort of 3-month marathon of Strike Your Owns. So obviously the 50 years of the 50p, the Wallace and Gromit, and the coin that's going to be coming out on the 1st of December, all formed sort of the 3-month marathon that myself and the other coin tubers did, where we were sort of heading up to the raw mint sort of once a month for 3 months. So with that said, that's going to end sort of October, so let's move on and see what happened in November. So we now move on to November, and there is only one coin release that was done in November, and that was on the 5th of November. We got the 2019 Snowman, which depicts the snowman and the boy. Or is it Snowman and James, isn't it? So another absolutely amazing coin. And I will actually say that this coin has become my favourite silver proof in silverproof with the colour. The way that they've done it is obviously the snowman and James are coloured, the background is coloured, but the lake that they're standing on is just the sort of silver, and it is absolutely spectacular. Absolutely sort of floored when I first saw it. What I'll do is if I've still got enough space to sort of add in sort of annotations at the top, I'll stick a link up the top here to my silverproof review of the snowman. I think that was a double review with the snowman and Wallace and Gromit. And then on the 19th of November, I put out a 50p hunt, which was an absolutely mental 50p hunt to film, and I've had such an amazing response to the video. Had sort of massive amounts of views on it, and that was my mega amount of finds 50p hunt. Once again, if I can, I'll put a link up in the top here. In this video, I literally, out of the 25 bags that were in the bag of 250 pounds, I think about 20 of them were filled with commemoratives. It was absolutely mental. I think I ended up all said and done, I'd found about 55 or 57 WWFs. I had some other coins. I think it was a Roger Bannister, but I can't remember actually, because I've not checked the video out. I think it was Roger Bannister. I actually had to split into two piles because I've found so many of them. Once again, if I can, I will put a link up in the top corner to that video so you can check it out. But yeah, it was amazing to sort of find all those coins. And yeah, the response that I had from putting it out has been sort of amazing as well. So big thank you to sort of everyone that sort of liked and commented on that video. So that is going to end November. So now we move on to December, and we have one new coin release and just a few more sort of updates to the channel. So let's have a look and see what happens. So we are now on to December, the final month of the year, and what a year it's been. It has been absolutely amazing. Some absolutely stunning coins that have come out, and as well, I've only covered the raw mint. I haven't gone into sort of all of the other mints. Obviously you've got the Peter Pans, you've got the Hercules. I'm trying to look over my shoulders. Obviously the Australian Mint done their A to Z 10p's. Their A to Z $1, sorry. What else have we got? We've got... there has just been so many coins that have been out this year, and it has been enjoyable, stressful and expensive to sort of get hold of them all. But loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. So, back on to December. We are on the 1st of December, and we get our final Strike Your Own for the year. And it is Snowman and James, or Snowman and the Boy, whatever you actually want it called. So, absolute stunning coin. And let's get it open. So just have a read of that. And I am just checking on the date that I went and got this. Sorry, I am checking things out while I'm trying to video, and it isn't going too well. What date? There we go. So it was not the 18th, was it? 14th of December was when I went to the mint to get this. And this was actually the trip that I did that was my sort of one-day marathon. So I actually went from Kent to Llantriston and back in the same day with a small stopover in Cardiff. And while we were in Cardiff, we obviously checked out the Royal Mint shop as well. And while we were in there, the staff at the Royal Mint actually gave myself and the other coin tubers a snowman bunk. And what we did was we all signed it. So we've got Absolute Coins, Christopher Collects, myself, Lady M and Bungle. And what we all decided to do was give these away on our channel, which leads me on to the next sort of big point of the year, and that was the 22nd of December was when I finally hit 500 subscribers. So very, very recent. It's what, last week? Yeah, just over a week ago. So really, really over the moon. Just wanted to say a massive, massive thank you again to everyone who subscribes to my channel, comments, watches my videos, and just sort of generally supports me and the channel. Obviously, also another big thank you to all the coin tubers, especially all the ones that I've met this year, which have absolutely made my year, to be honest. So we've got Absolute Coins, we've got Christopher Collects, we've got Bungle and Lady M, we've got Caledonian Coins, we've got Coin Cupboard, we've got Laughter, King Oreo. I know he hasn't sort of launched his channel yet, but it is coming. Just everyone from the community. It has been absolutely brilliant. So yeah, 22nd of December, my 500 subscriber giveaway went out, and that actually finishes this Friday, so you've got 2 more days to enter. I will put a link to the video up in the corner, so you can check that out. Obviously, if I've run out of slots to be able to put a link up in the top corner, it will be in the description down below. And then the last thing that happened this year was the 24th of December. I did my first ever live stream, and it went completely wrong. So 24th of December, I live streamed opening the final door of the Royal Mint Advent Calendar, which I've been opening throughout the course of December. And the coin that we got inside was this absolutely stunning Christmas tree token. And it is a token, unfortunately. It's not a £5 coin, but still absolutely stunning. And also in that video, so just before the morning that the live stream was going out, I actually received a letter, and it was something that I'd been hoping to get sort of pretty much since I first started seeing sort of the other coin tubers, and it was my own Total Coins coin. So this was sent to me by Dan Temple, who has been a massive part of the community. He is, I'll put it straight, he is absolutely out of his mind. Quite frequently, sort of, he'll be on Christopher Collects Discord on a Sunday night, and he will be screaming donkey noises through the microphone. I know his other half has told him off quite a few times for it, but he's an absolutely amazing bloke. I obviously met him at the Royal Mint when I went back in October, when I first met all the other coin tubers, and sort of been talking to him sort of ever since. He is off his rocket, but we all love him for that. We wouldn't change him in the slightest. And then obviously after opening sort of Dan's gift, I then went on to a 10p coin hunt, which went completely wrong because about 3 bags in, my camera decided to die, and I had to end the stream there. So it was a bit of a disappointment for my first live stream, but I did manage to finish off the 10p coin hunt, and that video went up last Friday. So if you want to if you're on the live stream and you haven't managed to check out the rest of the 10p coin hunt, you can head over there. Once again, if I can, I will link up in the top corner. If not, it will be in the description down below. So that mammoth video is going to be the end of my 2019 review. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below of the coins that were released this year. I will admit, the coins that have come out this year have been absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed being part of the community this year. Once again, overwhelmed with how sort of welcoming everyone in the community's been. Obviously, I'm the new kid on the block, so yeah, really sort of grateful to all the other coin tubers, all the other people within the community that sort of liked, subscribed, and even just interacted with me in general. Just a big thank you to you all. Once again, hope you all have an amazing new year. Hopefully 2020 will be a great year for you. And yeah, so I am going to sort of cut the video short there. Obviously, I've already had my little sentimental rant sort of earlier on. But just wanted to say, obviously, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. Obviously, I've just recently hit 500, so I'm really pushing now to sort of hit my sort of 1,000 subscribers. And at the time of recording this, I think just before I started recording this, I'd hit 555 subscribers, and I actually had a message from who was it? William Holloway. I'm going to give him a shout out on the video, as he is my 555th subscriber. So thank you, William, and thank you to everyone else that subscribed to the channel. Obviously, as normal, don't forget my social media links are in the description down below. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. You can also send me messages there as well, and I will do my best to sort of get back to you as quickly as I can. As you can see from my comments, I'm not overly great at responding, but I do read every message and every single comment that comes in for the channel. I'm just a bit slow with actually sort of putting the responses together. So with that, that's going to be the end of today's 2019 review. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Alright, bye.